Welcome to a new series, and this one is going to be a journey. I hope you follow me along as I remodel this 8-foot by 8-foot bathroom. It's a total gut job, and I'm going right down to the studs and building it back up. There's going to be a lot of work along the way, from demo to structure to electrical to plumbing to tiling, painting, and so much more. Hi, my name's Anthony from Hammer and Pine, here to help you with your home improvement projects as well as taking care of your house in general. My goal is to share my experiences with you and create discussion on how to accomplish these projects. Hopefully, you could glean some information from what I'm doing, or at the very least, laugh at my misfortune. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an update. And if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. Hope you join me on this journey. Now let's get on with it.
Right here, that originally was a door leading into a bedroom over there. This thing will be opened up and that will become the only door into this room. And I say only because here's another room, here's another door that leads into another room. This will be sealed up. Over some time, some people have created a bulkhead of sorts that will be taking this down as well. So you see the old vanity there, that's going to go away with a mirror. This window here is roughly 36 by about almost 48 inches. That will be minimized because the shower will be going there. A built-in closet storage will be going there. There is a toilet, the shower will be going there. This original lovely 1930s pink tub, cast iron, will be going away. And that will become a vanity area. And I already mentioned the door, and then this built-in storage area will be taken out as well. As you can see, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. You've got HVAC here in the middle, and then along the sides here you've got this peel and stick tile. On the sides you see somebody had put in 3/4 inch plywood on top of these original 2 by 2 inch wide hardwood floors. These are pine. Those will also be taken out. You see some work was done on this house at some point. You see the original plaster here starting at the door, and then some work was done. You see some very old green board here. So we'll be doing lots of work. It's definitely seen some better days. As you can see here along the sides, you have water damage, you know, your typical mold, and this shower hasn't been used in a while, but you know, you've got mold on the ceiling there as well, and that's really due to the lack of ventilation. Here you have some plaster that's falling off the ceiling as well, and again, it's when moisture builds up in this room, it has nowhere to go, there's no venting, so it just kind of creates that mold scenario that you see on the walls and on the ceiling.
So that's it for the before. It's always a good idea to have a solid design and plan in place before taking on such a project. Measure it out, put painter's tape down, try to visualize how the space will work. How will doors swing? Will they limit access to something, or will they bump into something? With a solid design in place, things will go much smoother as you progress from step to step to step, and you'll end up with a finished product that you'll enjoy for years to come. Except for, you know, like that little grout line that no one else sees that is slightly larger than the rest, but nobody else will see it except you, and every time you look at it, you'll know. And here you see some of the nastiness. Looks like there's a lot of water intrusion, particularly around that downspout. So lots of damage from that. Here, this kind of like wavy scratch coat material looks like a mastic that was there that adhered the original tiles back when the house was built around the 20s and 30s. And this blue part here, you see mold, and that's the original plaster and lath that was there. And those wavy brown lines, that's the glue that held the plastic panels to the walls.
Demo is continuing. Floor is now being demoed. Check this out, how lucky I am. So you see the original subfloor right here. That's 3/4 inch tongue and groove laid on a diagonal on a 45. Then here you see this is just pine 2-inch hardwood flooring. That was the original flooring underneath it. And then when somebody redid this bathroom, whenever they put another layer of 3/4 inch plywood there. So nice thick floor. It was beautiful. It did not move. The problem is, however, the reason I'm ripping it out is it's fairly level. It's good, but when it comes to this door, the transition, once I lay tile, the underlayment, and then tile on top of this, this would be a huge step up from the exterior. So I didn't want something close to 2 inches. So on we go. So basically what I've done is quartered this. You see the saw marks with the circular saw, just kind of chopping it up in both directions. That way I could easily put this in bags and then carry it outside of the house. One other interesting thing that I want to point out is you see this here, this, and it goes all the way over here. So turns out somebody had converted this when we got this house. Somebody had converted this already to a full bathroom. But prior to it being a full bathroom, is this was a door that was behind me, and the bedroom that's behind here, this area here that you see right behind me with this where am I pointing here, with this pipe here, that was a wall there. So this actually, what I'm standing in was the closet to that room, and this side here with this original door and this window over here was the original half bath. It was part of a bathroom. I don't know what was in it, but that's how the house was originally configured. So that bulkhead I showed you in a previous video, it actually was original to the house. I was surprised when demoing it. It wasn't all just drywall. It was actually plaster and lath. So that told me it was definitely part of the original house. It makes sense because closets in other areas, they had a lower ceiling than the 9 foots that are throughout this. Another kind of cool part is this is the exterior sheathing. So right on the other side of this wall is the outside. So older houses, 20s, 30s, no insulation whatsoever to speak of. And check this out if you guys could see it. Look at that. You even see a little hole there, so you could see the daylight outside. So that's pretty interesting. We've got cedar shakes on the outside of this house. So very, very drafty, very gappy, but it won't be once we're done.
So there you have it, demo in 20 minutes. In reality, that plaster and lath is heavier than wet goalie pads during a pond hockey tournament. Taking down the walls and the ceiling is an incredible amount of debris. In all, it took about 20 contractor bags. If you're working with this type of wall, just get ready for it. If you're working with drywall, consider yourself lucky. So all the demo, the floor, the walls, the ceiling took 2 solid days of work. That includes the cleanup as well as the haul away. But for me, the absolute worst part was the ceiling. There was a roof leak, so a good square footage of the plaster was buckling and kind of in the process of caving in. So some of the prior owners have taken drywall screws and just kind of shorted up into the lath that's behind the plaster. And it made my job very tedious. As soon as you take all that plaster down, you would have a million little drywall screws. So even though the plaster was loose in those areas, taking the crowbar and the hammer to the plaster, it kept catching on those screws. So it made it very, very difficult and tedious to take down the ceiling, especially because you're also working overhead. So that's it for this one. Again, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an update. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.